Lindsay from Be Ready Horsemanship. I'm here today with Foxie. Foxie is Lois's mare that is due to foal any minute. She's actually overdue. Her due date was about 10 or 12 days ago, so we are very anxiously awaiting the arrival of this foal. But that being said, because she literally could go anytime now, we are keeping a really close eye on her. So I just wanted to kind of go over some of the stuff that we are watching her for. Obviously, we pay really close attention to her behavior. If her demeanor starts to change, she gets really restless. She has started looking at her sides a little bit, which is one of the signs that the foal is moving into position for birthing. So definitely some progress there. Other things that we're looking at, we were watching how her belly grows and changes, and she starts to drop or carry a little bit differently. That's a sign that we're getting closer. The other thing that we check for is her udder, how her udder's filling. She's been filling quite a bit. As you can see, she's got some pretty good milk veins going on, but she's pretty full to a little bit at the front, the back. Her teeth are starting to fill and get really hard. So that is a good sign. The other thing we do is we check these ligaments back here. They're definitely starting to relax and get a lot softer over the past few days. Her tail head is starting to get more prominent, which is a sign, all of this has to loosen up, to stretch, to make room for the baby to get out. We also check her vaginally for any sort of discharge, any changes there, those sorts of things. Her routine right now has pretty much stayed the same. We switched our horses, or everybody else, over to nighttime turnout, but we keep her on daytime turnout so that we can observe her while we're here. And then at night, she's in the stall, and we've got a camera in the stall so that we can keep an eye on her from home. So if there's any sorts of changes, we can keep an eye on her for being restless. We've started noticing at night that she's checking out her sides, but we keep an eye out if she's going to start to get sweaty anywhere. That's a sign of labor. We just like to be able to keep a close eye on her and monitor her. And also another thing is paying attention and seeing how her behavior changes as she gets closer and closer. She's been a little bit more restless at night, which is indicative of that she is getting closer and closer. I don't know if you can see that baby moving in there. This baby is totally... Can you see it in the camera? That's her breathing. But he is totally... That's pretty neat. Some people try to bump the baby. I don't try to bump the baby too much. That just makes her a little grumpy. So what I mean by bump the baby is you can push on them, and sometimes they'll push back, just like a human baby. You can play with them a little bit, but I don't do that too much with her. She doesn't like it. So we just want to keep her as comfortable as possible. But that's kind of another thing that we're doing is we are testing the calcium levels in her milk. We've got a milk testing kit, and that has actually been showing some progression. The way that measures is it measures the concentration of calcium in her milk. So right now we are at about 75, I think. I don't remember, it's parts per 100 in her milk right now. Earlier this week we were at about 50. So we want to be ideally at about 250. Once we hit that 250, we know we are within a day or two of her giving birth. So we are keeping our fingers crossed for that. And hopefully, we're hoping by the end of this week we'll have a baby. So we're getting excited.